Hey collective, what's going on? Yes, I'm not live, right? I know. Um, don't pardon my headscarf. This shit fly. But yes, this is a message that's coming out from a dream I had. So it was very intense, and I felt like it is for like it's more than truly for the collective. Like I do feel like there are a lot of people who are out here doing a lot of evil ass shit. Okay. I feel like there'll be more parts, like more messages that will come out in regards to this dream because there was a lot to dissect. I did start to research about a lot of things I was seeing in my dream. I was called to pull from this new deck that I bought last week that I honestly don't even know why I bought the deck. Like I was guided to buy the deck. And when I woke up from my nap today, like something was like pulled from it. Like I can't even tell y'all what the name. Like I can't pronounce it. Shit. But this is the deck here. Okay. But so I did pull some cards from it. And it's crazy because a lot of people were speaking of like the Ursula energy or whatever. Like somebody's going around and really convincing people that they can have these like wonderful things and like trying to steal their souls. Okay, so that was like one piece that was in the dream. Like that was like the big energy. So it was all around ideally like some sort of institutionalized type building. So for me, the field that I work in particular, like the certain place I work in, like I deal with people with disabilities. So some of them came from like those type of institutions where they would kind of just like back in the day where they would just throw them there because they weren't normal. And if you know what you know, and if not, start just like look up, you know, mentally disabled institutions, things like that, so you can get some sort of background. But it's like the things that they did to them there, the sort of tests that they ran, like the torture mechanisms and things of that nature. That was like kind of the thing going on there. So, pretty basis of the what I picked up for like the big thing of the dream that was pretty much there. There's two sides. Okay, so like literally I seen it as like a evil versus good type of thing or whatever. But like people who are trying to do right, abide right, live right, opposed to people who were trying to get it the easy way, I guess, making them deals with the devil, making them deals with Ursula, right? Maybe hopefully the card to come back out again. But it was the death card. It was death energy that surrounded that building. Like, because everything took place in that building. That building held so much power in the dream. And the energy of that was the death card, Scorpio energy, right? And in that particular card in this deck, and I don't want to go through it because I've already pre-shuffled the energy, which I'll discuss. But it shows like the octopus or whatever, squid, whatever the fuck you want to call Ursula. But it showed that like inside like this tomb cave and like this darkness underneath the sea. And then you had like all the other sea creatures floating above, but it was like this was like this dark energy, and I could feel it coming off. Like, yes, like this is what I was picking up. And I don't want to get too deep into the dream. I just feel like I'll let the card speak for itself and let it come out as need be. But there was a safe zone, and there was an agreement to not cross over to the safe zone. But like the evil people, which a lot of them remind me of like Nemesis from Resident Evil, right? They said fuck the rules, and they were coming into the safe zone to get to people who were like fighting against them. I get it kind of gave me like purge kind of feeling, where it was like the people who were there from the safe zone, they were there to like battle to keep these people, I guess, within this institution so they didn't come out. There's a lot of pieces here, but I feel like the main piece that I want to talk about or see what the cards have to say about what this main message is who is calling this shot? Like, why is this here? Okay. I kind of didn't want to put this message out, but I've been getting signs all day to just like drop the fucking message that I have. So I thought I could get away with just putting a little post on my community board, about protecting your crown, protecting your child or your children, because there was a child in there, like one child in like all these people. There was one child, and it was a girl. Okay. I can't really give you the race of her. I just remember seeing her eyes and how she was just fixated, and she paid attention to everything. So And when, I did look more into it, and when I did pull on the energy of the child in this particular deck, it pretty much was like this child was innocent, okay? Like this child was needed. They need the innocence of people. Like there's this certain sort of like bliss or certain type of energy that this lower dark entity needs, and they're like, fuck it, like they don't care. Like I'm feeling like they don't care if you're God's children, okay? And I say that, okay, so this is a visions oracle. So underneath here we have the 5 of embers, which is the 5 of wands, and it gave me ritual vibes. And honestly, when I looked, like I did pull on the people, like the evil type energy that was in there. And in here it's like a cult, like cult, not a cult, but a cult, C-U-L-T. Kind of remind me of the KKK. But it's, yes, exactly. They had on like white cloaks with the little pointy hoods and shit, but you could see their faces, so whatever. But it is the same type of energy, like burning at the stake. Like that's who these people were. And it was like they're trying to like increase their magic or whatever, or trying to overcome. And they needed this child in this dream in particular to help them because they were facing judgment. So they needed this child, I feel like, as a sacrifice or whatever. And like they were going through the safe zone and like ripping these people up. And I remember I was like the last person, and the little girl was next to me. And as I saw them just like start busting through the glass and snatching the people out of the safe zone, I looked at the little girl and I just ran. Okay, I snatched her up and I ran all the way up to the top. Like we do end up breaking free, like as more messages come out about this dream, because the dream is full in content, and I'm not quite sure if I really want to put it all up here on YouTube per se, or drop it all in one entire message, because they watching, okay? So but yes, like we're going to get more just into what this energy is around here. I do feel like there are people who are just like, oh, you God's child, fuck you. Oh, you're chosen, fuck you. Like, or they're just trying to come after God's chosen because they need to sacrifice some sort of pure soul to get themselves out of the bind that they're in, okay? So I do have my deck shuffled too. There's a father figure, but I feel like that's more emperor energy, especially when I have this King of Wands and the, what is this, the little rude ass deck? It's like Royal Mischief, I think. Yeah, the Royal Mischief deck. So the King of Wands is in reverse, okay? So this is somebody who is definitely abusing their power or have abused their power, okay? Underneath the actual Volt Tarot, okay, is the Temperance, the Nun, okay? And again, this can also, like that institution could also be like a nunnery or something like that. You get what I'm saying? So we're going to just pull and see what Spirit has to say in regards to that message. Like I said, stay protected, protect your crown, protect your children, okay, protect your energy, because they're out here, they're looking, they're searching, and they're coming after you. And whatever you do, you cannot be afraid, okay? Do not be afraid. That little girl was not afraid, all right? Like she listened, she was obedient, and that's a message for me. Hence why, like, now I'm just like, you know what, just drop the message. Just like, you have to drop the message. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna start with the Mischief deck that has this King of Wands in reverse, and we're gonna see. So God protect us while I go through and do this spread. Protect us from any negative energy that may come and want to take over. I ask that you keep that removed. And yeah, help me deliver the message for the highest good, the message that the collective needs to hear in regards to that channeled view that I saw. Divine Holy Spirit, my ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels guide me as I go through this. And let's go. Yeah, elegant escort. So this is definitely like some man, like this is relating to another dream that I had. Yo, like hide your kids, hide your wife, bruh. Like I don't even know how to best, like just hide your kids, hide your wife. So yeah, there's definitely somebody who is trying to manipulate energy here, who are trying to collect souls. Sex sells is what I just heard. So somebody's definitely using like a lot of sexual energy here, trying to control the situation. I just want the uprights, please. Yeah, we have the 3 of Swords, meanies and bikinis, okay? These people are lost, they're hurt, okay? And it's crazy because in the dream, on the very top floor, when I got up there, I saw a person. I called them the keeper. When I recorded the dream, I called them the keeper because I didn't want to call them a janitor. They didn't feel like a janitor. They felt like somebody who stays there and like looks over somebody who's been there forever. And sure enough, it was. And this person, they weren't like the evil spirit, but they were like halfway deformed, and that's why it reminded me of like disabled people, because like in my field they're overlooked a lot. Okay, they're overlooked a lot, and it's like this person, because of their deformities, the evil spirits that were there overlooked him. Okay, and this is the person who actually gave me a key piece to help me and the little girl get out of the building, get out of the situation. Because it was like, once you got out of the building and in the front, because it was like a big building, it was like long gates that went all the way down to like the end. And if you were in the back behind the gates, there, you could get out, but it was like jail, literally. Like you have a long way to get out. And the keeper told me, you're not gonna make it. You have to get out back through the front of the building. Okay, you have to get out through the front. And this person helped me. And it's funny, like they said that these people, they don't hurt me because they think I'm one of them, but I'm not. So it's just that I'm deformed. So I don't know, like I picked up kind of like half breed type of stuff, like, or somebody like who they tried to get, but it was like no, or something, or it's like a reject. So essentially, it's like, yo, pay attention to the people that's around you. Like, pay attention. Like, the people who you ignore, I feel like they're gonna give you the like vital keys here. Like, they got the message. Like, seriously, they have the message. Like, whoever it is that they don't know what they're talking about. Listen to that person, because they know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay, like, do not deny this. But this is meanies and bikinis, and literally, these were the two chicks I just said when I seen hide your kids, hide your wife. Like, they were these type of images. So it's like, because this reminds me of the keeper and like the people who are around, or like people say who were mighty holier than thou. Yeah, because then there are other ones that are kind of more like on a mightier level. They feel like they're above everybody. Okay. But yeah, like they're teasing this person. Okay. The meanies and bikinis. But these people are heartbroken here because they're realizing that the people who are, it's like trying to shun out the people because they don't look like you, or or they're not as popular, or they don't have whatever they sold their soul for, like you. Okay, and it's trying to make people not believe in them or listen. I feel like this person could have always probably tried to assist people whenever this happened, and no one ever listened to them. Another reading will go deeper into that, more than likely, when I discuss the stages. But yeah, the meanies and bikinis, yeah. Lovers, spat, Two of Cups under here, okay? These are people who are upset at the connections that you're making, okay? These people don't want to see eye to eye with you, okay? Yeah, voodoo mask, definitely. Five of Swords. That's 8 swords here. It's all swords. It's all mental. And like I said, this was something in my dream, okay? So protect your energy, protect your crown, right? Somebody's definitely doing a lot of magic out here to make shit shake, okay? This is in reverse. These are rare specimens. They want to seem like they're elite, but they're not. Like, these are people who are literally trying to siphon this energy. Like, literally, what I also picked up, like, Hocus Pocus, the movie, when they would make the brew and they would make the child drink it so they can suck up the energy, that's kind of like what they were trying to do with this little girl. Like, that's what I felt like, okay? One more here, Spirit, please. I know, it's like, how are you so calm? Yeah, see, who is this? This is, I want to believe that this is a Knight of Pentacles in reverse. But this is in reverse here, okay? That's coming out. And it's like sticking your hand where it don't belong. Like I said, these people made some sort of deal for some sort of power. And I feel like they're not happy anymore with the deal they made. 1404, as I said that on my clock. But they're not happy with the deal that they made. They went in and made some blind sort of choice here. Okay, and now it's just like, I feel there are people who are trying to escape, or they're realizing that they don't have enough. I feel like this also could be a couple. Like, there's like literally like an emperor and an empress in reverse type energy. They're not divine or none of that, but it's like they're running out of this energy, out of this power here. Okay, underneath the deck, yet braided beauty. 10 of Wands. Yeah, they're running out of their power. They're losing their mind here. They're like scrambling and trying to figure out how to get their power back, or build their power up, or keep what they have. Somebody doesn't want something exposed as well. Okay, yeah. Six of Swords. I'm not going to pull too many cards from this. I do have to read from the book because there's stories behind all these cards. Besides, you know, what everybody want to say the meaning is. And I mean, as an intuitive card reader, like I do pick up messages straight up off the card. And like I do know as much as with this Green Spirit is also shown in the Empress card in this deck. But she is still kind of loving, and what she's doing is like she's sucking out the bad to make things good. Okay, so this is like moving forward and trying to clear out, you know, all that bad shit, all that negative shit, all that evil demonic energy. Okay, and that's why Temperance is here. Okay, God's angel. Yeah, somebody has been studying a lot, paying attention. Okay, so again, I'll pull the energy here for you guys. So let's see. Divine Holy Spirit, let's get the energy, please, for the building. The actual building for the collective so that they can know. What's the energy, please, and thank you. One card. What'd I tell you? Look, this is the Eight of Wands, okay? But this is a gathering. These are monks, though, I believe. But this is a gathering that's taking place, okay? Underneath the deck, the Hermit. So let's get some information. Let's read and see what these cards truly represent in this deck. So we'll start with the Hermit since it's at the beginning. And this Hermit energy it acts as a professor holding a book filled with knowledge from those before him. He is constantly trying to grow, master, and create. Seated alone, he is a reminder that sometimes the best way to learn or heal is through silent introspection. The Hermit is on a journey inward. He understands that everything will be revealed immediately, but he uses his subconscious mind to guide him through life's journey. And then we have the Eight of Wands. I'm right in the Wands section, so. The Eight of Wands. Oh, no, it's not the Eight of Wands. What is this? What the hell's going on? No, this is the Eight of Wands. Why in the world would they? That's weird. So it's like on this card, it's the traditional Roman numeral, you know, VIII for 8. But in the book, it has IIX, which is still technically 8 because with the 2 I's come before the X, it's 2 subtracted from the 10. It's kind of weird that it's like that in the book and not here. So it's an ending. You know, X is like 10. It's an ending, Xing something out, getting rid of something. But it's a group of worshippers are seen looming over the fire, worshiping the old ones. They are dressed in red, with shaved heads, moving around the fire while worshiping and chanting. So not necessarily have to be like monks, but I mean, I would say so with that red, right? That's typically what we see. But this is, again, this is like a worshiping thing. And again, it's still bringing back this. And I told you that that was the energy of like this cult that resides, that's trying to get this energy. I feel like these people have tried to study as much as they can, but they don't have the true gifted knowledge. They're not chosen. So they're looking for chosen so that they can try to build some sort of like knowledge and power within themselves. Okay, especially with that voodoo mask energy. So tell me about the nemesis creatures in the dream for the collective, for the dream. Divine Holy Spirit, one card for the nemesis creature. Yeah, look at that, 4 cups. And is this not some type of like Resident Evil shit? If you don't know, like just go watch one. You don't even have to watch the whole shit. Like the first 30 minutes will show you that they put some biochemical bullshit in there. I'm also picking up vaccines as well. So be very careful. Okay, like I had to get it because of school, but I refused to get the booster. You get what I'm saying? Trust me, I did a lot of praying before I went and got that too as well. And we had the Page of Wands. Yeah, the gun, okay? She's holding a gun in her hand. She kind of reminds me of the young nun on Sister Act. But let's see, 4 cups here. The 4 cups, a man's left hand is spread outwards holding a bottle of serum. This bottle has a small red creature stuffed inside of it. The creature is octopus looking, with tentacles throughout its body. The man's other hand is holding a syringe with a shallow needle, pushing it into the bottle of serum. Rather than sucking out the red goo in the inside of the creature's tentacle curls out around the needle. The tentacle makes it look like the creature is pushing its way out of the bottle against the force of the needle. So yeah, somebody is like, so these nemesis creatures is what I'm getting at. It's like I said, they're trying to suck out the soul. They're trying to free out. That's why when I say Like the person told me, in the back of the building behind that gate, you're hit. But if you can make it out through the front and get back into, like, I guess the promised land, like back into the front, into the normal world, like you're safe. And it's like these nemesis are trying to come out. And the way the dream was designed, and I don't know, maybe spirit will show me more later, but I just feel like they were going into the safe zone and trying to capture all these like pure souls so that they can make them their way out. That will go into part 2 of the message when I get there, when I get more information, more downloads on it, because it makes a hell of a lot of sense as I'm doing this to you guys now. But then this Page of Wands, a woman stands in front of her rival, enveloped in a green light of Shoothlu. I can't pronounce it. Um, She has a gun in each hand, ready to fight what is in front of her. She looks with wide eyes at the monster, scared but ready. She stands in front of a school building that is covered in darkness. The moon peeks out, but it looks like it will be completely covered in darkness soon. The woman has no choice but to fight for her life and stay faithful to the school behind her. Okay, and again, the child in the dream was very school-age child, like elementary. Child can't be past 4th grade, can't be past 9, 10 years old, okay? And that makes sense when I said that I had to get up and I had to go and save this child. So Divine Holy Spirit, clarify the child. That's too many. Clarify the child. See, okay, so this was one of the cards I want to come out, and this was the card that I seen last time that was underneath the deck when I asked it to clarify the child. These people are under judgment. This child is what they need. What's this Ace of Wands? And then we're going to get the real energy, but I need to see what that is for you guys as well, because it's important. Pieces of what appear to be a man are shown in shadows of red. His eyes are half closed, and his mouth is open in a zombie-like fixture. The life force is leaving his body and entering the bas relief of... I'm going to figure out how to say that word for y'all. There's a strong connection between the eyes of the man and the eyes of the relief. The relief is a deep purple, which is your crown chakra, right? Purple. Contrasting the shades of red behind it is the obvious power source in the picture. Your crown, right? It has control of the zombie-like creatures that surround it. The more eye contact that is made, the less control the human has, and the more control Shitlu gains. I'm going to spell it so y'all can look it up as well. Cthulhu, okay? The creation of the stone relief is in control of the zombie, like being in front of it, okay? But it's an important act. This child is of importance. They need this child. That's what I said. The child, her eyes, her eyes were always open. She was always fixated on everything. And if it's not, okay, one thing I can tell you in this particular message is that when we were getting ready to leave, like to escape, and we was on our final escape route, I remember telling the child to cover her ears and close her eyes, to not look at anything. Okay, so very important here, okay? Something about the eyes. So the child, please, Divine Holy Spirit. One message here. What do they want with this child? What do they want with the child? What do they want with the child? Look at that. 7 of Wands. I picked up soapbox energy. Yeah, and the 5 of Swords. This man's holding a gun. This reading's getting long, guys, so I'm going to try to wrap it up quick. And we'll keep coming back with pieces and pieces as I get more and more for you. But the 7 of Wands, the red swirls around as the fire swells inside her. A chant, a call to action. Nothing will stand in her way. People will not sit idly by as the great ones consume the world in darkness. This is a call to arms. And then the 5 of Swords is a sailor stands facing Nigotha, the haunter of the red abyss. This creature is one of the great old ones and is a giant amorphous mass composed of sticky black, green, and blue substances, like that shit that was coming out that I just showed you in that 6 of Swords, right? But I said that the Empress can control that and make that calm down. Nagotha is oozing out green through the ground and around the sailor. The sailor stands in front of the giant monster with a gun in hand, contemplating his choices. The only way this creature can be cast back into the ground is through the use of a ritual. The sailor needs to think quickly if he plans on escaping the great Nagotha, right? And if you want to look up what that is, is Nyogtha. So another thing about this deck, when I was going through earlier and pulling cards on it, I thought like the message, like there was like some scrolls, and I thought that the messages were like in Hebrew, but they weren't. They were in Arabic, and I had Google Translate try to translate some of the stuff. But again, that's gonna have to be another message. Spirit is saying that's another message in itself. So we understand that this child here, like they need this child, like I said, because I feel like with this child, with the presence of this child, this demon can rise up again. Like this man has a choice, and he can do what he needs to do to make it go back down, or it's going to overcome him. It's going to become larger, like bigger. And I feel like they need this child so that they can grow. Okay, like I said. So I just heard over my dead body. I didn't get to ask a question, but I heard over my dead body, and what came out is the 9 of coins in reverse. So let's see. We'll see what that card is, and then I'll tell you what the reverse meaning of that card is. So the 9 of coins, the sun is setting over the sea. The sky is cheerful, decorated in colors of blue, orange, and pink. Hope rises and falls with the sun. Darkness appears as dusk approaches, cascading over the land around it. The sea can change at the blink of an eye. It is the same sea that holds only the most horrible of creatures. The rocks are beginning to look darker with tons of black. Dusk is a moment where the sun and the moon are suspended together, a moment where there's pure possibility. So in reverse, this is roguery, deception, avoided project, or bad faith. Over my dead body. What's the five in the 5 of wands? Like we know that's combat and like coming to fight, like coming up for battle. But this is a war veteran stands behind enemy lines. His face is pale and hard, bellowing direction. He stands tall with a uniform covering his body and a helmet protecting him from the chaos that sits behind him. The sky is dark and smoke starts to rise up, encircling the fence and the barbed wire that is behind him. He is a natural born leader and he is ready for what's to come. His eyes are serious and his face is heavy. And this is warfare. Again, and this is the 5 of wands here, okay, underneath this deck. Underneath that was the peacemaker. So I feel like these people's goal here is to kill people's faith, stop people from going on their path. But you have to be a soldier. You have to be a warrior for God. Don't waver in your faith. Stand the test of time. Like you can accomplish, you can achieve. Give me one for collective off this reading. Let's get ready to close this out. I was trying to figure out. We'll just pull whatever messages will come from that oracle in particular. I'm not going to use it to clarify. We'll just see what needs to come out. But what does collective need to know in regards to this piece of the spread for the dream channeling? That is way too much. The tower, though. The tower is here. I'll take the top card. We have the tower. Okay. And then the fool. These people showed up as the fool before. But then we had the hangman. We have the 6 of cups. And we have judgment. Okay. And I think when I looked this up and I was like getting it to translate what these were, it was like, just some negative type shit though. But like just looking at this off rip, I feel like two-faced energy here, okay? These people are caught up here. I feel like it's a deal that they made with their higher up, not the higher up, and now they're facing judgment because they need more. Things are coming down. Like just looking at it as face card, they were foolish for this, and now the tower is here. I don't feel like they can make the sacrifices or get what it is that they need. Okay, so let's look at the tower. The tower. A tower is exploding from the bottom up, okay? The flames are bellowing out of the top while the fire burns through the foundation of the tower. Check your tires. The pieces of wood that create the tower are burning enough to disintegrate into nothing. Pieces of debris are coming off the tower and causing it to lean. It is only a matter of minutes before the tower completely falls over and the fire begins to spread. It is no question of how the fire began. There are large fire monsters hurtling through the air into the structures and land. These fire monsters are small creatures who aim to destroy. They are the representation of energy. It is obvious that there are no survivors in this area. The fire is destroying everything they come into contact with. It is causing unfixable damage. Okay, and we're going to look at the Fool. And it's a drifter is walking through town, unsure of what he will find. He is walking towards a town that has been overtaken by darkness, which will make sense when his tower hit, right? He walks past the graveyard and away from the natural light. This man is no fool at all. He has taken the initiative to walk to the beat of his own drum. He has left his own community to find bigger and better things. He has reached a point in his life where he has no choice but to leave it, but to leave as it is the only way to make things better. His change of place is significant and he needed to make a big decision to reap the rewards. The Fool believed in himself enough to change his life with this leap of faith, okay? No wavering of faith here, okay? Okay, especially with this, I'm not going to read these energies here, but don't go back and forth on yourself. Okay, don't keep yourself in suspension. Do not go back to the past because they're receiving judgment for the shit that they did. All these little rituals that they were doing, the tower is here for these people. Like, and it's happening faster than they could fucking believe it. Like, they can't, like, it's making their head spin. And when all is said and done, you get a new start here. Everybody, like the warriors who are fighting the fight, like you are doing something major here. So you can't give up. You can't stop. You have to answer the call. And again, protect your energy, protect your peace. Pay attention to the people around you who you would ignore. Okay. If you are somebody who stumbled across this message and say you weren't like this huge believer or whatever, like I feel like this is your time to wake up and see what the hell's going around right now. Because there's some things that you're into, okay? These meanies and bikinis. These people who, because ideally they're all dressed alike. It's just that she looks different. She's just not as hot as them. But it's like you want to make these deals. Be careful with the people you associate with because these people do some nasty fucking things to get what they want, okay? And some of them practice some really deep, dark shit that you really don't want to be a part of. And a lot of them, they keep doing it and they keep doing it. Like I said, they made these deals and they're not satisfied. They're not satisfied. All right. So let's pull. See, Spirit, any messages? Well, yeah, the Spirit plane. And this is the Chariot energy, technically, number 7. Today is the 7th that I'm recording this on. Something said a very important message will come through to me on the 7th. Something with the number 7. And sure enough, here we are. And 7 of Wands, that child is the 7, right? The orbs. What's the messages? Any messages that need to come out for the collective? In regards to the spread for the collective, I'm telling you, it's right there. Messages for the collective. Messages for the collective. I don't know why it's making me be so precise, but look. Okay, so there's the 2 of birds. These are swords here. These are people who are working in the midst of this code, and she's playing sound bowls, staying meditated, staying calm, following the course, even though things are shifting and changing. Definitely winter season, the season we're in now. Well, if you're up here where I'm at, feel me, in our hemisphere, it's winter. But the wind is blowing, okay? It is crazy because it's so cold, but it's like they have on, this person who's playing the sound bowls have on short sleeves. Again, just knowing that they'll be okay. Kill 2 birds with 1 song. Save 1, save a number. Each one teach 1. Okay? Earth Angel. She's the bomb. Each one teach 1. Okay? But the first card out was the 2 of embers. Like I said, this is people who out here doing these rituals, this crazy shit. They're dressing pretty, I would say this was like late summer, maybe fall. But these people, like I said, they're out here doing rituals. They're doing things. They're going to keep doing it, okay, with this crow, which is the one, which is the magician. Crows could be of significance. But I don't think they realize what they're conjuring up here. I don't feel like these people are moving from a sound mind and a pure heart. That's why they probably need this child, or like the energy of the chosen, right? We have the 4 birds here, which is the 4 swords, essentially, laying it down to rest. But it's like, I just see like these people, like they're going to fall. Like, I just feel like this is like a holy temple and they can't get close to this. And this is where they want to be. And every time they try, they just fall into this major darkness. And I feel like now they've been trying to conjure up so much. Yeah, and I see this moon here with like moon magic. They're trying to conjure up so much so that they can make it here, to get here. Yeah, to this 10 of trees, 10 of pentacles, making these deals. But this is for you, divine. It's itching. It's good luck. This is for you, divine. They want to take what you have because you are a peacemaker, okay? You bring peace. You bring healing. You know how to balance everything. I'm also feeling temperance energy, but that's not what this is. The peacemaker is the Page of Cups in this deck. But you are a chosen. You're a light. People see you when you walk. They see the sun. They see the moon. They see the healing in your hand. You offer to people. You give to people freely, willingly, caringly. And because you give and you know that things will come back to you, what? Tenfold, 10 of trees. And this is what they're upset about. So they need your light because you are like this. You're the true manifester, master manifester. You truly are anointed, I'm hearing, okay? You are truly gifted here. And then finally we have the protector. You protect those around you. You protect yourself, okay? Yes. These people are losing their shit. But you will fight them off. And it's crazy because the one who is like in the lava has like the magical dots, like the magic, like this peacemaker. They have the magic around them. You probably can't see it, especially when my upload happens because, you know, I have to upload according to make it whatever. But yeah, if you can kind of see like around here, yeah, there we go. He has the magic touch. And this fire, the fire that you have, that desire, that unwavering faith, will definitely is melting away and showing this reality. And if you look at this world, it's like everything is calming down. It's all in one direction. It's calming down. Like here, they're all calming down, okay? They're coming down. It's in one direction. It's in one direction, okay? But then it's like these here, they're trying to conjure up with all this purple, trying to dig into your gifts, you know, into your power. They're trying to use you, trying to get you, capture you, okay? And again, it's that mixed breed. Be careful, because I feel like, nope, that's another message. Thank you, Spirit. Let me just make a note so I don't forget. I'm going to get ready to close this reading out. Honestly, like I was going to pull some of my messages for this, but I feel like that's enough. Like, protect your peace. Stand in your truth. Like, you are the fucking lava. You're bringing this tower. You're helping bring this tower down by standing in your truth. Okay, when you look at this tower is happening because you're standing in your truth. So stay in it. Okay, collective. I'll be back more with, you know, messages as I get it and as I look further into the situation. Hopefully no other crazy shit, whatever. But I would love to tell y'all the dream, but again, like I said, there are just too many eyes that are watching. Like, I've been having a lot of weird shit that I would love to tell you guys, but I can't just tell you on YouTube because, you know. So I'm considering other options so I can get those messages out to you guys as well. But yeah, that has been the dream channeling and a breakdown. And we'll see what's up. Stay protected. Stay at peace.